it's Sandra from Asexual, My Asexual Life. How are you doing this fine day? So in today's video, I want to talk to you about having the power to walk away, right, from things that aren't good for you and keeping your boundaries. So what do I mean by this? So recently I met a guy online from Facebook dating. Yes, he's Indian. I'm not going to reveal his personal details, obviously. That wouldn't be fair. But I like him. And I think he likes me. Probably is an understatement. But anyway, there are some things that cropped up in conversation. And I wasn't feeling comfortable. I was feeling some pressure. And like I needed my boundaries to be maintained and sustained and respected. So I went back to the person and I basically told them that, and that if they weren't going to do that, you know, basically they're not the person for me. So I wish them luck, right? And this is what you have to do if you've got someone who you do like and you would like to date or see or possibly have a relationship with, but they're not giving you the respect you need. They're not respecting your boundaries, right? You can give them a chance by telling them, you know, this is what I expect. This is my boundaries. This is what I want. This is what I don't want. This is what's acceptable. This is what's not acceptable. And basically they either step up to the plate, as in they either respect your boundaries or you move on, right? So you always have to have the ability to walk away, because if you don't and you stay with that person or potential person and then not respect your boundaries, just think what that type of relationship is going to be like if it goes to a relationship down the line. It's going to mean that that person's going to walk all over you, right? They're going to cause disharmony in your life. They're not going to have any respect for you, and they're just going to do what the hell they want. This is not how relationships work. Relationships take time to understand the other person and each other, but they also require a great degree of respect for personal boundaries, for what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. And the person who's really interested in you, who's really keen on you, who really does want to be with you or to see you more, they are going to respect your boundaries, or they're going to leave the situation, because if they're not getting their own way, they're going to go, right? And so you have to, whatever you do, keep your boundaries respected and, you know, not be uncomfortable, because this person, right, I really do like them, but they were saying some stuff that was making me uncomfortable, and, you know, and there was some, like I said, some pressure there, and that shouldn't be the case. It was making me really nervous and anxious. And if it's feeling like that already, then there's no point in seeing them, possibly, or carrying on the conversation or carrying on the connection, if that's going to be the case, because you don't want to be going through your life being anxious and nervous, because it's just not nice. I mean, I've got a lot of stress in my life at the moment in terms of, like, my ankle's been really painful today. You know, I've had to have a meeting to do with my day job, even though I'm off sick at the moment. That's a very important meeting. You know, and even you know, I was off work sick, but I'm still having to do that. And then, you know, I've got stuff in the evenings I have to do for my Asexual Academy Club. I do hope you join that. Asexual Academy Club is awesome. I'm doing some more tailored training for the writers today now of the group. So yeah, it's really, really good. But obviously I have to put a lot of time, energy and effort into that, you know. And my ankle's really been painful for the last 24 hours, and so it's not getting any better. It's just really hurting me. I'm gonna have to put ice on it again. It makes it very tiring. I get more tired lately because of it, you know, so it's really sore. So, you know, I've got a lot of stress and pressure and stuff like that from my, you know, from things to do with, like, you know, work and ankle and stuff, and I don't need any more pressure in my life. So anyway, I said to this person basically that, you know, we're obviously not suitable, and so I wish them luck. But they've come back to me now, respecting my boundaries and trying to cooperate with me in a much better adult way, you know. So I'm really happy with that so far. I've just got to see how that goes, right? But you've always got to have your ability to walk away, because at the end of the day, there's hundreds of people out there, thousands of people out there. We're 1% of the population, right? 1 in every 100 people is asexual. There's still tons of us. This guy isn't even asexual, right? So if he isn't even asexual, there's tons of heterosexual guys out there, right? There's going to be one for me, probably even a heterosexual guy at one point. You know what I mean? So life is abundant. I could meet tons of different guys, and I don't need a guy in my life who's making me feel under pressure or not respecting my boundaries. Right, but I know he's inexperienced, this guy, so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, and he's come back and is being more respectful and basically listened to what I said. So I'm really happy about that moment. I'm going to see how that goes. I'm not going to get too attached to this person because it wouldn't be good for my health. You know, I have to practice the art of detachment like I've had to practice it before, because this person at the moment is not due to stay in this country either. They're due to go back to their country next year. So I've already told them, like, for my life partner soulmate, you know, I don't do casual relationships, you know, and I've never done knowingly a short-term relationship either. That would be really weird for me, but and that would be difficult, but I'm willing to see what happens with this person. But I just have to reiterate, you know, if you're listening to this now and you've got someone who's disrespecting you, who's not listening to your boundaries, not listening to your needs, making you feel uncomfortable, making you feel pressured, this is not a good person for you. You know, this person has to know that you've got a life of your own, that there's certain standards that you expect and will implement in any relationship or potential relationship. And if they don't like it, you need to just leave that situation. Right, I didn't understand about setting boundaries years ago. I didn't understand about standards and relationships. I thought it was a bad thing to state what you want. I thought, oh no, that's really bad. And for years I didn't understand that that's what you're meant to do. I thought it was like dictating, but it's not. It's like saying, this is my standards, this is what I expect. And if you can't meet that for some reason, if that's not the type of person you are, that's fine. No ill feeling, just move on, right? Just move on. And so that's what I've learned over the years, you know, now is the healthy relationships are based on boundaries, things that, you know, like, don't push me, you know, to do this when I don't want to do it. Don't make me feel uncomfortable. You know, this is what I want to do. This is what, if you want to be in a relationship with me, this is what I need. And that person then has a choice to either step up to the plate and become that person or be that person or not, right? So this is what you have to do. You have to believe that everything happens for a reason and try not to get so attached to the person, and then have the ability to walk away, because there's going to be so many people out there who love you for who you are, who want to be with you, who want to cherish every opportunity with you, who actually is the right person for you. And if the person who's in front of you is not stepping up to the plate, they're not being the required standard for you, and they're just not meeting your needs, right? It is time to move on. But like I said, you can give people the benefit of the doubt. You can talk to them, and communication is very important before you walk away if you think there's any chance of a good relationship, right? You know, give the person a chance to put things right. And then if they don't, then you just say that's enough, right? So this is how you create healthy boundaries in relationships. You know, like, there's certain places I've said, if we meet for a date, I don't want to be touched, right? There's you know, pretty much every private area, genitals and bum and all that lot, boobs, you know. I'm not interested in a guy touching me like that, you know. I don't like it. I'm not interested in that. I've said I'm not interested in his genitals either, right? I'm not interested in stuff like that. So it's very, very important that you state up front what is acceptable and what isn't, right? This is part of the standards, right? And, you know, and the way you like to be spoken to and the way you like to be treated, because years ago, I used to be the doormat, right? I'm not going to be the doormat anymore, because I've learned that guys don't respect women who don't have boundaries, who don't have standards. If they can walk all over a girl, then they take them for granted. Then they don't need to do any work to keep that relationship. Then it becomes easy for them and they get bored. It's actually better to have standards and have the power to walk away if that person doesn't meet those standards. Because then they're like, oh God, I've got to work to get and keep this person. I've got to step up to the plate. I've got to do something. I can't just be passively in this type of potential relationship, right? Which is, you know, a lot of the time guys want the easy way out, you know, they want the easy life. They want to just go along getting what they want when they want, right? Especially if they're inexperienced a lot of the time, if they're heterosexual particularly, right? So yeah, you just have to know that it's okay to set your standards. It's okay to say, I don't like this, I don't like that, you know, and the person's got to be with you for who you are, right? If I'm with a heterosexual guy, he's got to know I'm not having sex with him. And it's still not okay to be with other women. He should want to be with me. I honestly believe there will be a guy, and he might be heterosexual, who will actually be with me forever in a loving, committed, monogamous relationship and not have to have sex. And he can be without it to be with me, because he will love me that much, and that will be more important than anything to him. That's what I believe. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you for now. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. As always, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you get notified of every time I post a new video. Lots of love to you. Hope you're keeping well, happy and safe. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.